Hi, in today's video, we're going to talk about forgiveness. Every time you mention forgiveness to somebody and ask them to forgive the person who's wronged them in the past, the first thing that we get is resistance. And then it's followed by very strong reactions like, over my dead body. मर जाऊंगा लेकिन उसको माफ नहीं करूंगा मरते दम तक उसकी शक्ल नहीं देखूंगा isn't it like embracing a cactus, keeping it so close to your heart, and then complaining about the constant needling and pain? You have to understand that forgiveness is not for others. Forgiveness is not forgetting. Forgiveness is not resigning to a situation. Forgiveness is not giving somebody the power to take you for granted. Rather, forgiveness is letting go. Forgiveness is liberation. Forgiveness is taking the power away from someone else to hurt you or to tweak your emotions in any form. So, if you want to practice forgiveness, you have to learn to be indifferent first. You have to learn to step back. You have to learn to distance yourself. If it's not possible to you to have physical distance, and in some cases it's not, because you're in certain relationships where the physical distancing is not possible, then at least learn to create an emotional distance so that you do not get affected by everything the other person does to poke you or to trigger you. This emotional distancing is also a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. And until the time you're able to create that kind of distance and practice that kind of distancing, you can begin with forgiving yourself. Forgiveness is not just for you, but it also begins with you. So learn to forgive yourself for not keeping yourself as a priority. Learn to forgive yourself for not taking care of yourself the way you should have. Learn to forgive yourself for giving away your dreams and your desires because you've been conditioned to keep others ahead of you. Learn to forgive yourself for feeling as if you're not good enough just because someone did not treat you right. Learn to forgive yourself for not loving yourself enough. Learn to forgive yourself for not giving enough space to your emotions. Learn to forgive yourself for holding on to anger for so long. And once you start practicing forgiveness for self, that's when you'll realize it's not so hard to forgive others. And if you still find it difficult to forgive somebody, then it's time that you ask yourself that what is holding on to this anger giving you? What is your payback? Why are you not letting go of this anger? Is it that you have started identifying yourself as a victim? And because you're a victim, there needs to be a perpetrator in your life. And if you forgive, then you're going to lose that perpetrator, and in turn, you're going to lose your identity. Is it that you've stayed in this pain for so long that today it's difficult for you to imagine living without it? Is it that this pain has become your comfort zone, and that is why you fear letting go of it? As long as you're entangled in your past, you'll not be able to move ahead. Remind yourself that was then, this is now. Sometimes it's important to cut the cords